Yo, welcome back to the GM Podcast. I'm Miller.
I'm Gaff.
And today, we're going to be drafting 5 players each. Players under 25.
Yeah.
Okay. So, this is going to be matchup based. It's not going to be the best players. It's going to be which 5 is going to be which 5.
Yeah.
All
like
right.
my 5 trying to beat your 5.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
All right, so go ahead. Start draft like we always do. All right. Damn, you always win. All right, you got first pick.
All right. And it's 25 and under, correct?
Yeah, 25 and under.
Okay. I'm going Luka Doncic.
Okay.
Number 1. Just took his team to the finals with, he carried their team to the finals. Yeah. I love that first pick.
So, I'm going to just go ahead and take my next 2.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Ant and Ja.
And Ja.
Wait, not Ja. That was at the top of my list. I did not mean Ja. I'm going Ant, and I'm going Wemby.
Damn. Okay.
I don't know why I said that, because I had the 2 people in my mind, but I just...
Wemby next. Okay.
Yeah. Ant and Wemby is scary, by the way.
And Wemby is scary.
Yeah.
Okay, so with my next pick, I'm going to go... Okay, you made it tough for me. I'm going to go Paolo Banchero. I don't think he gets enough love.
No.
Elite forward in the game. He will definitely be one of the better players on the 2028 U.S. Olympic squad. I definitely feel like.
For sure.
I really like Paolo. I think he gives me imagine if Tatum was more of a 4.
Yeah. I think Paolo will be better than... Well, he plays for Orlando, so it's hard to say. But I don't know. I think Paolo...
You think Prime,
if he stays aggressive, I think he'll...
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
He's not a bad 3-ball shooter.
No,
he's
not at all.
good.
He's just going to continue to get better, especially... And Orlando has a better team this year, so...
For sure. I'll be interested to see what he does as a number 1
There's
on that
that
team.
slight bit of pressure this year, which is good.
Yeah. And then with my pick after that, I'm going to go Maxey. I really like what I saw from Maxey this past year in the playoffs, hitting very clutch shots against the Knicks. Wasn't the reason they lost that series. So, I'm going to go Maxey. I think he can be I think he'll be the number 2 on Philly.
Yeah, so did you take Maxey because of he can shoot the 3?
He can shoot the 3, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand that pick.
Yeah. He could play my 2, Luka run the 1.
Yeah. I like that. So I have Ant and Wemby, who can both shoot a little bit, but I'll probably need more shooting. So it's cool. It's cool. I'll go with Ja. I got
Ja.
It's too much talent on the table to not take Ja.
Okay.
At the 1. And Ant can still shoot. Like I said, Ant can still shoot. But people forget how good Ja Morant is.
Right.
I mean, he is probably a top 3 player on this list.
Yeah.
Just for fit, obviously probably not. But for fit purposes, right here, I'm gonna go with Keegan Murray. I don't know if I'm gonna put him at the 3 or the 4, but I need someone who can space out, sit corner, shoot the ball, shoot the lights out the ball.
Okay.
And he's obviously not. I didn't even have him in my top 10 players on this list. But for fit, I am gonna go Keegan Murray.
Okay.
I need that knockdown guy.
Okay. So for fit, we talk about, you and me had this conversation if Luka and Jokic were on the same team, right? It's crazy. So I'm going Sengun at my 5.
Okay.
I love Sengun. I'm very high on him.
So you got Tyrese, Luka, Sengun, and who else you got?
And then I got Maxey at my 2.
Oh yeah, okay.
Luka at the 1. I got Paolo at the 4. Sengun at the 5.
Okay.
So at my 3, there's a lot I could do here. At my 3, I'm gonna go J-Dub.
Okay. Hey, I like that pick. I
was strongly considering going for. I just love the defense for J-Dub, the playmaking, good driver. I like J-Dub at that 3 spot for me.
Okay, so you made it hard for me with my last pick.
Okay.
Because there's so many guys.
There's actually a lot of guys you could draft.
There's so many guys. Actually, hey, just for the sake of the draft, let's go 6 man.
Okay.
After this.
Let's do it.
But I'm going to go to round out the starting lineup. I'm going to go with Chet.
Okay.
At the 4.
At the 4?
So I have Chet, Wemby, Keegan Murray, Ant, and Ja.
Okay.
We can shoot because Chet can shoot. Chet can shoot, catch, and shoots. And you're not scoring in the paint because it's Vic and Chet. Hopefully, Paolo has
So for my sixth man to kind of go against the Chet and Wemby, I'm gonna go Zion Williamson.
Damn it. He was that next man off because it's like, bro.
Yeah. For my sixth man, and it's crazy that he's my sixth man. Yeah. Because he's like better than people in my lineup. But to counter the Chet and Wemby very skinny shot blockers, I'm gonna go Zion as my sixth man to come off the bench. Come in for maybe a Paolo, or maybe probably come in for Paolo, or
Since I already have a big lineup, I'm gonna just get better. Guy that can play probably 1 through 4. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take Cade Cunningham.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's my sixth man.
I thought a player that I wanted to draft, if you would have took Zion, was Jaren Jackson.
That was right there. He's on my list. JJJ. Yeah. He was on my list. Obviously, guys
it's
like
interesting.
Tyler Hero, good spark plug.
I think you definitely have better shooting than me. I think my forwards are very elite. We guard well. We have definitely big, like.
I'm trying to break down the
bigger
matchup.
Body.
So Tyrese versus Ja. I kind of feel like that's Tyrese. I feel like our backcourts are
Wait,
very
hold on. Who's
even.
your 2?
So it's gonna be John Ant versus Luka and Tyrese. I feel like that's extremely even.
So let's go, John. So Luka beats Ja. Ant beats Maxey.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Because that's my 1.
Yeah.
That's
so
Ant's your 2, right?
Yeah.
Ja's your 1. Yeah.
So who's your 3?
J-Dub.
So Keegan Murray and J-Dub. That's so interesting.
That's interesting. Because I mean, Keegan Murray's gonna hit shots.
Yeah.
Like that's a given.
And I'll probably have Ant guarding Luka.
Yeah.
I'll probably have Ja guarding Maxey. I'll probably have Keegan Murray guarding Paolo.
I love the dribble handoff with Sengun and Luka, and then Maxey on that opposite wing.
I think I just wanted Chet. I
definitely would have won if I would have got Keegan Murray.
Yeah.
Not saying I didn't win, and
I think you might have won anyway.
Y'all have to let us know who won, but because imagine Sengun right here getting a dribble handoff with Luka, like a DHO, and then you have Keegan Murray. Not that Maxey can't shoot, but Keegan Murray gives me Klay Thompson flashes.
Were you looking at him?
Gives me Klay Thompson
Were you
flashes.
looking to pick him up?
I actually wasn't.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't really think of. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I love Keegan Murray. Like after that first run, his rookie year with the Kings in the playoffs, he really gives me Klay Thompson vibes. He's gonna be able to play forever in this league a very long time, just because he hits shots and he's 6. Yeah. Like he's a 3. Is he like 6'6", 6'7", 6'5"? Yeah.
He's around 6'7".
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think mid-game adjustment, I'm gonna move Chet to my bench and I'm gonna start Cade Cunningham because I just thought.
Where do you want to start Cade though?
At the 3.
You think at the 3?
I bet Ja could play a little off ball, just slasher.
Maybe I don't like Ja off ball though, because it gives me Westbrook vibes with the Rockets, which Westbrook was really good, but that's not when he's at his best.
I don't know, but
I'd rather have Ant off ball than Ja.
I'm scared of Chet guarding Paolo. I'm not gonna lie.
Chet guarding Paolo. Yeah, like
it's crazy they're the same class.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Paolo would be the mismatch on the floor.
That's the show, and we need to talk about that more on the podcast. The disrespect that Paolo gets, and I can't wait till Paolo has a run, and I just hope he wins his first round matchup with the roster that he has
for sure.
Because we really talk about Chet more than Paolo, and Paolo is like, and it's not that Chet's bad because Chet is amazing.
It was his first year too.
They both need to be talked about.
Yeah.
They both need to be talked about.
Yeah,
but Paolo is the most undercovered by the media. Rookie of the year. Yeah. Since I don't know when. Maybe ever.
Yeah.
And he needs his props. He's an elite
forward.
forward.
Everyone knew, at least in our age group, that he was going to be nice just based out of high school.
Yes.
The goods. I mean, he literally gave like LeBron. I'm not going to say he was obviously wasn't quite as good as LeBron.
Yeah.
But dude,
he's
6'8" and can score the ball at all 3 levels.
Yeah.
So he guards.
Plays off too. Like he's very like fundamental. I love Paolo's game. Yeah, and he showed up in the playoffs. After that first game, I thought it was going to be sweep. It forced it to 7. They could have won that series with the Cavs.
They probably should have.
I would have loved to see what he could have done against the Celtics team. Obviously, they would have lost in 4, maybe 5.
But it would have been better
just
coverage
as an individual. I just wanted to see.
I think everybody in the world would have rather seen Paolo than Donovan Mitchell. Or that's just me.
Because I already know.
Because you already knew they're both losing.
Yeah.
So
I already know what I'm getting from Donovan Mitchell. I just want to see something from Paolo. But that's really
let's
all I
go
got.
speed questions with Gav to finish this video off.
Let's get it. Okay. So which player under 25 in the NBA do you think will take the biggest leap this year as an individual?
Oh, that's Chet.
Chet?
Yeah, I think Chet will be. I think this first year, his rookie year, was him finding himself.
Yeah.
Finding what works for him. I think this year he's going to be even more of a knockdown shooter.
Yeah.
I think he's getting his body right a little bit more. I think he'll be able to guard inside better.
I think he won't even have to guard inside as much.
Yeah.
I think with the addition of Hartenstein, you'll start to see him at the 4 a lot.
And you're going to be able to see his bag now, too.
And now he's going to be able to get to face up, be more of a perimeter threat.
Yeah.
I like that. What I would say for me personally, and I said this over the Olympics, Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
Simply on the fact that now he has Chris Paul, Stephon Castle. Showed me good signs in the summer league. I really like that prospect. He guards. He's 6'5".
Yeah.
And he plays the right way. He's from
Plays
UConn.
with pace.
Comes from a great college program.
Yeah.
Proven winner.
Yeah.
And you still have Sohan as your probably third best playmaker now.
You still got Keldon Johnson,
Yeah,
Devin
so
Vassell.
With Chris Paul just pick and rolls with Wemby, I think he'll be great for Wemby as a young prospect. And hopefully I think Wemby will be taking off limited minutes this year.
Yeah.
I mean, he averaged 21 with limited minutes. You really couldn't tell me who their point guard was.
No.
Like they didn't really have a set.
Was it Trey Jones?
It was Trey Jones. Sohan ran the it wasn't really. And now you have Chris Paul, who I'm not talking about Chris Paul as an individual, but just as a playmaker, Chris Paul is elite, and he's smart enough to know that he's just going to get Wemby the ball and he's going to feed Wemby the ball.
Yeah.
I had a lot of frustration even in the Olympics early of them not giving Wemby the ball.
Yeah.
Enough. Like he's your number one. So I would say Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
This is speaking of young cores, I want to know what were your thoughts about or expectations on the Rockets' future? What do you think they're doing the right thing over there?
I think this wasn't the offseason that they messed up.
Yeah.
It was last season.
Yeah.
So paying Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks all that money.
Yeah.
For me, and I've said this multiple times on the podcast, paying average players star player money never works out.
No.
It doesn't. And they paid two guys who are mid at best. And Fred VanVleet, you don't really think of him as mid, but
he's good, but he's not
literally middle of the pack point guard.
Yeah.
Same thing with Dylan Brooks, middle of the pack wing. So they already messed up paying them two long term. And now you have Reed Shepherd, who, in my opinion, can be a great player.
Oh my goodness! Reed Shepherd's the type of guy you save that money up for.
Exactly.
So I think they might have rushed the process a little bit. And the other thing I have a problem with, I think Reed Shepherd's going to be really good. I think Jalen Green is going to be really good. I think Sengun, I'm so high on Sengun.
Yeah.
The problem is I don't know if any of those are number ones.
No.
They might, at best, Jalen Green and Sengun might, both of them at best, be number twos on championship teams. So then you have to really ask yourself, we have to get a number one.
Yeah.
And I really wish they would have got a Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Or that type of player.
They should have went all in for number one. I agree.
Exactly. They should have went all in for a number one because right now there's really no.
I mean, when's the last time a
market.
team hasn't won without a number one?
Yeah. You can't. I mean, the Pistons.
The Pistons. That's the only team I can think of.
Yeah.
Because whatever we talk about the Celtics, Jason Tatum is the number one in this league. Yeah.
He's there's so many. There's literally 20 teams that Jason Tatum would be a number one on.
Yeah. More than that, probably.
Yeah. I'm just. That's the safest.
Yeah, safe. Safe bet.
Just to be safe, there is 20 teams that Jason Tatum would go there. All right, he's the guy on this team.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. And do you have any more speed questions?
Got one more. Which young star will have a better career at the very end of their career when you go all-time rankings? Luka, Wemby, or Ant?
Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to go Luka, number one.
Yeah.
And this is why. I think he's the biggest anomaly. Even though Wemby is 7'5" and all of that, Luka is a player who offensively is 100% gifted.
Right.
There's nothing he cannot do. And we've never seen anything like Luka, in my opinion. I mean, you could talk about the Larry Birds, you can talk about the LeBron James, but it doesn't quite match up.
Yeah.
Because Larry Bird didn't have the ball on the string like Luka does.
He didn't have the playmaking.
LeBron never had the 3-point shot that Luka does. Luka literally on offense has everything in his bag.
Yes.
Bump finishes, bump fadeaways.
Imagine if Harden was just bigger. Like,
yes. Just bigger.
Just 6'7".
That's the biggest comp for Luka for sure.
Yeah.
So I will say him, and I think he'll get a ring whatever time in his career might be.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go Wemby number 2. No, I'm not. I'm going Ant number 2, and this is why. Ant is gonna be, and this is the main thing that comes up with me every time. He's gonna be a fan favorite for his entire career. So even if this isn't me thinking he's better, we see right now what Stephen Curry, how the fans of Stephen Curry treat him.
Yes.
They treat Stephen Curry like he's God. Stephen Curry is a great player. Stephen Curry revolutionized basketball.
Yes.
Stephen Curry was the fan favorite for my entire childhood after maybe like 2014.
Yeah.
So that's what I think is going to happen with Ant. Ant is going to be one of those guys where every single kid grows up loving Ant.
Yeah.
And do I think Ant will be better than Wemby? Right now, I'm not ready to say that.
Yeah.
Because I think Wemby is just that good.
I think if we're going by ceiling, Wemby would be the best out of any player of all time. If we're just going ceilings.
Right. But the thing I do think helps Ant is I think he'll have that killer instinct that he'll show up in those big time moments as well.
And I didn't know Wemby had this, but Wemby has like the right mentality. Like, he was very passionate after the loss to USA. Like
that's what you want to see.
He has the right personality for a superstar.
Yeah.
I'm very high on Wemby. I think we don't have to go by stats. We probably could go by stats, but if you don't want to go by stats, if you just go by a simple eye test, Wemby might be the best defender in NBA history when it's all said and done.
Absolutely.
On the way he can move at 7'5".
Yeah.
The way
take up space.
I mean, he should have won Defensive Player of the Year. I would assume he would win Defensive Player of the Year next year.
Yeah.
He should have won it this year over Rudy. It's just.
I place a lot of emphasis on the defensive end. I think I place more emphasis than the usual person on the defensive end, which is why
you have to. That's why I love two-way players.
Which is why I love Kawhi Leonard.
Yes,
and why I have Kawhi Leonard ranked over so many people, even though I don't have him ranked all time over all
time. But we're just going prime for prime.
Yeah, prime for prime. Kawhi Leonard was one of the best basketball players I've ever seen because what he could do on the defensive end.
Yep.
Victor is going to be like that.
Yes,
he's going to shut down that paint, and you better be able to shoot.
Or you better be damn Embiid.
Yeah.
The way you're be able to move him.
And in this day and age, I mean, we were talking about this the other day. Embiid is really an anomaly. That's the last guy. Embiid and Jokic are like the last really big guys.
Yeah.
Because in 28, you think about our bigs.
Bam and Chet.
Bam, Chet. Hopefully someone comes out of the draft that's really good.
Yeah. I mean, there will be by then. There'll be someone drafted that we'll have all-star we just don't know about.
Right. And
it's the USA.
And both of those guys can get better than that. Like, Bam, I still think can make a jump. Do I think he will? No, because I don't know. I feel like he should have been.
I feel like Bam won't make a jump on the Heat because the Heat are so worried about winning.
Yeah.
Then maybe Bam's development as an individual.
Yeah.
While if you throw Bam on a younger team and just let him, bro, you could see like point guard flashes of Bam.
If I'm the Pistons or something like that, I'm going all in for Bam.
Like, let him rock. Like, he is really that. Like,
I think he's that good.
No, I think Bam could really run the one. Like, run the one at times. He's that good.
And then just give him the green light to shoot a little bit.
Yeah. And me personally.
Wait, what was your ranking with those three? Because mine was Luka. I would probably say Luka, Ant, and Wemby.
So to be safe, I'm gonna go Luka 1, but definitely I think Wemby has the ceiling to be like because just as good as I just said Wemby could be on defense, Luka is that bad.
Yeah, for sure
on defense. So I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I have Wemby number 1.
Okay,
I really believe in Wemby, and I think he's smart. He's not trying to bulk up.
Yeah,
at that height. He's like, nah, I'm gonna just stay. I'm gonna just be skilled,
That's
almost
smart.
like Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Smart, like all that weight, like Giannis. Giannis at that height and that weight is not supposed to be moving like that. Your body's just not supposed to.
Yeah,
like that's just the reality. So
Giannis is just different.
Giannis is Giannis is different, and even Giannis has had injury history the past couple years.
2 years.
I mean, Giannis would be number 2 or 3 on my rankings, but he's not simply because what is it? 2 in a row.
By the way, we
2 years
probably
in a
need to
row.
do our rankings just to clear some stuff up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will go Luka 2, and then I will go Ant 3.
Yeah.
But I think those 3 could run this generation the same way Curry, LeBron, and KD did that.
For sure.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah,
for sure. Because I don't know. Jokic strikes me as a player that would just retire early.
That's an interesting 3 that you just named.
Yeah.
I think the significance for that though is that they won't be as compelling because 2 of them aren't homegrown.
Yeah.
Which is
yeah. I'm just talking about
that's not necessarily a problem, and it might be better for the NBA because it might take it to a more global scale.
It will. I'm so excited for the NBA's future.
Yeah.
Like the way. Once again, the world team would beat the USA team.
Yeah.
Like if you take the best players in the world, like outside of the.
Once again, we keep reiterating this: the 4 best players in the world are not from the United States.
Yes.
That's what I would argue, at least. So.
Yeah.
And you guys will be getting an NBA rankings video very soon because y'all been asking a lot of questions.
For sure.
So, thank you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe, and peace out.